It is good to be a cowboy. Oh man, this video's kind of late. I've been watching other things, doing some homework after the game and stuff like that. But man, oh, I'm so I'm really impressed with Tony Romo. I mean, I know, he's the quarterback, so of course I'm gonna support him. I'm really impressed with the way he's come out this season to play. Last year everyone was like, well, his confidence is going to be shot because of the fumble, and oh, he was a one-hit wonder. No one had any film on him. They got enough film on him now, so they ain't got an excuse now. But saying they have film on him now. He's for real, man. Guy plays hard. I mean, if you don't agree with that, just watch the game. Some of the highlights from the game. You'll see where he's supposed to be sacked, and he finds Tony Curtis in the end zone for a touchdown. Good stuff. Good stuff. T.O.'s showing up. And the defense. Defensively, this is the thing about our defense now, at least with this game, we still give up the pass a lot. We do. But we make plays now. I mean, Anthony Henry making plays. Roy Williams got a pick. Defense was making big plays, getting the balls turned over. And with Dallas, the Dolphins are a good defensive team. We're a really good offensive team. And so what I saw, at the first of the game was mostly we're kicking field goals. We scored a touchdown, but kicking field goals. But we kept getting the ball in scoring range, and we just wore them down. And then at the end, it was just like, T.O. up top, easy. Marion Barber, 40-yard touchdown, easy. Just wore that defense down because they're on the field the whole time. So I'm really excited about this season. I mean, yeah, we beat the Dolphins. We're 2-0 though, so undefeated right now. We'll see how this works out. Got the Bears next week. Huge game. That's the game where if we pull that one out, everybody's going to be talking about us then. So, heck, we may even be favored to go into that game. Who knows? Also, Cowboy fans, as I said in one of other videos about the broadcasters, I was right about Moose. I said, how you can tell when he's calling the games, he calls it pretty fair, but you can tell he's still pulling for the Cowboys. It's almost like he's coaching them up sometimes. Like, they need to do this, need to do that. This is a great player here, great player there. He didn't really diss the Dolphins, but he talks a lot about the Cowboys and what they should do. So I really like having Moose and those guys calling the games for us, other than Troy, who usually tries to find what's wrong with us. But really, really excited. And also, I said in one of the early videos this season about the New Orleans Saints after the Indianapolis thing. I posed the question. I said, does this game show how scary the Colts are, or does it show that people have figured the Saints out? Now, it's only 2 weeks in the season, but also those 2 weeks have accounted for 2 New Orleans blowouts. One of those by the Colts, the other by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who really aren't known for blowing people out. I'm not saying they can't beat you, but they usually don't blow you out. I don't know what the deal is there. I didn't get to watch the game, but and then I watched the Tennessee Indianapolis game, and maybe with Tennessee, Tennessee pushed the Colts to the wire. So I don't know. Actually, I do know. I don't think New Orleans is very good, and maybe they'll make the playoffs. I don't know. I hope they don't. Just because a team like that, when they do get to the playoffs, can be scary. But I don't think. I don't know if I'm not going to say they're not going to make it yet. It's only 2 weeks in the season, but we'll see. Excited about the Cowboys. Great win. Cowboy Jones, logically speaking, 88. Hope you guys had a great time at the game. How many Cowboy fans were there? We didn't outnumber the Dolphins fans, but I mean, there were a bunch of Cowboy fans there. I got to say, at least a third of the stadium, maybe. I mean, I remember there's times in the game where we're on defense, and I'm hearing the defense chant, and nothing. Usually, the teams or the others, the visitors start that, the rest of the crowd starts yelling. Man, I could hear clearly, defense, defense. Well, we're on defense, and the "Let's Go Cowboys" chant was going on and stuff like that. So I was really surprised. I mean, I wasn't really surprised that we had fans there, but there's a huge bit. So also, my girl was in there watching the game in Miami, talking trash to the Dolphin fans. So thanks a lot, Sid. Hope you had a good time in Florida beating the Dolphins, and go Cowboys.